Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Flint Creek Transport. My name is Justin. If you guys have been following the channel, you know that our truck was in a bad accident, and that is the only large triaxle dump truck that we have. And so now it needs to get replaced. Today, I'm gonna go look at a new dump truck. I say a new dump truck, it's new to us. There's some dump trucks that I found in western Pennsylvania. We're gonna take a drive out there. It's about four and a half hours away. It's like 4 o'clock right now. I'm gonna buzz out there early this morning, get out there, see what these trucks look like. There's actually quite a few of them out there, and I'll show you guys. Stay tuned here. Time to roll. Pit stop. My gas tank is empty and my bladder is full. See that? I better get dressed up. I think I'm going to be spending some time outside. And, you know, if I got to be working with people, got to have one of these on, I guess. And if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it in style, right? How's that? Guys, this sun is so bright today. But I'm here at Hunter Peterbilt in Butler, Pennsylvania. And these guys got a line of trucks. So I'm actually at the wrong location. I just got to drive up the road just a 1/10 of a mile, meet the guy up there. All right, here at Hunter Peterbilt, here's some of the trucks that we're going to be looking at today, and I'm here with the salesman. His name is Tom.
What's up, guys? I'm Tom. I've been with Hunter for about a year, and we are going to look at a pair of 367 dumps here today.
All right, Tom's been super great with getting back to me about these trucks when I called on them, and it's actually kind of cool because we're looking for a large aluminum dump, and they have a lot of them here. I think a local fleet traded in a bunch of trucks, so even if I buy one here today, there's plenty more here. How many more trucks you think you got here?
Of that specific one, I've got about 26 sister trucks that have the same specs as that, and then other inventory, about 200 trucks on the site here.
Wow. Yeah, they have like 2 different locations right here, like basically across the road from each other. I'm gonna get cold today, I know, but the sun's shining, we're gonna get looking at these trucks. All right, I wanna show you all the inventory first off of Hunter Peterbilt here. It is amazing. These guys have 2 different locations, right basically almost across the road from each other. And I'm looking at dump trucks, and these guys have a ton. There is 4 of them right along the front. And these are all different colors. Pretty much all have the same bed on. A big aluminum box. I think they're 19.5 foot aluminum boxes, but so many different colors. Dark green, or you want like a teal green, you want red, tan, light blue, white. I mean, there's just so many different colors. And a lot of these trucks are right around 2014, 2015 models, and they've been maintained very well. Truck after truck. For our fleet, I'm looking at, I like the fact that these have big boxes and they got a lot of pick and choice. They even have some new ones, I think. Let's see if I can get through here. Here's a new one. It's got a nice big box on it. They got new garbage trucks. So for what we're going to be doing with this truck, it's not going to be running every single day. In the wintertime, this truck's going to sit a lot. So I don't need a new truck. I just need a good used truck. and I didn't really want to go with an emission truck, but unfortunately there's not much out there pre-emission with a big box on, so we're gonna end up with probably an emission truck. Show you these trucks. I'll show you over here as well. There is a blue one. It's a nice pretty blue. That's almost our blue. But not that truck. Let's go look at our truck. Maybe our truck. We'll see. There's two of them over here that I'm looking at. They're actually two different colors. The one to the left is a Bahama blue, and it's a 2015. The one to the right is a 2016, and that's a Viper blue. Just different shades of blue, basically, and I don't know how well you can see it on the camera here. So these are the two that I've been looking at. Otherwise, between the difference in year, the specs are basically identical. The same guy owned both of these trucks. I don't know if you can see the shade of blue. That blue, that blue. It's very, very close. These are triaxle dump trucks. The difference is about 70,000 miles. I think this one has 433. This one has 378,000 on it. And I'm looking at these trucks, went over them both, trying to think which one is going to be the best one for us. Looking at the 2016, I can definitely tell that this truck hadn't had as much use. The frame is definitely cleaner. The bed is in better shape. For us up in upstate New York, rust is a big factor, and I try to stay away from rusty stuff. So you can obviously see there's been a little bit of surface rust on some of this, and that, you know, they basically blasted over and painted this bed, 19.5-foot bed, and it's still definitely got a lot of life left with it. It's got a little bit of like cracking in the gussets in there that we're gonna have to touch up. Overall, the truck is definitely a bit cleaner and just looks to be a better truck than that 2015. Obviously it's a year newer, but if you look at, you know, the drums, the brake drums, I don't know how well you can see that. There's a couple things looking closer at the truck that I see that are definitely a factor, and I'll show you even more on this side why I'm leaning towards the 16. For one is this has an aluminum hydraulic tank, whereas the 15 has a steel one. And the other key thing is, look at the cylinder. That's already not good the way that is, but it is much better than this one over here. And the sun is in the way, but it just seems to have a little more, like, it could cause some problems. The seals could start leaking. The beds, I mean, the condition of this bed, the inside is a little bit nicer, but then here in the back you have, and I'm nitpicking, but you have a little bit of cracking going on. And then I want to show you over here, it has a steel hydraulic tank, and they can become rusty very quick. Also, while I'm here, the exhaust on this gonna have to be touched up a little bit, and you can obviously see that the frame is not quite as clean as the 16. The 16 is definitely a bit cleaner. These trucks are double framed, and I can see how much rust is between the frame. So the 16 just all around is a cleaner truck. Even inside the cab, you can just look at some of the bolts in the floor that hold the piece on it. Sorry, I'm being so picky, but I'll show you guys here in a minute. The bed also has just a couple more dings on this side and the driver's side versus the 16 that doesn't have any of that. The front tires on both of these trucks, they're gonna get replaced. So I'm gonna show you real quick inside the truck. These trucks, by all means, they're clean, but just looking at, there's a little bit of rust on those bolts. Sometimes that can tell you how the driver kept the truck. Not always. You come over to this one and it's definitely a bit cleaner. The bolts are still shiny. The dash, I would say, is definitely a bit cleaner, but at the end of the day, it's so hard to tell which truck is going to be a better truck. But I have a hunch that if we get this 16 and we take a good care washing it, keeping it clean, keeping it nice. I mean, we try to do that with our trucks. They're not, by all means, they're work trucks. They get in the salt and everything else in the mud. We got to tow them out. But the 16, I think we could keep nicer a whole lot longer than the 15. The 15, I think we get it back, it could definitely start popping out maybe in a couple places with rust a bit quicker than the 16. So it looks like their detailed job, obviously with it being less miles, you know, they caught a lot of the rust, you know, just looking in underneath in there, you know, compared to the 15. But obviously there's a price difference, you know, it comes with a little more expensive price. You know, I get these trucks back, or I get a truck back, I gotta still change out an axle. I want to put a liner in it. If I get the 16, it has the wrong style of tarp, so we're gonna have to put a style like that on that truck. So that is a factor. There's, you know, I'm gonna get a little more money into this truck, but the benefit of this truck is, like I said, it is a cleaner truck, and I think we can keep it cleaner longer. I'm gonna have to pay a little bit more money up front. These trucks also, any of the trucks, I think he said are certified or can be certified for the red oval warranty. Am I gonna get warranty? I don't know. I don't want to, because I want to, but I don't want to. The bad thing is when I roll out of the parking lot, you know, obviously if something happened, probably on the way home, they'd help me out. But, you know, once I roll out of the parking lot, these trucks are mine, and, you know, there's a bit of a risk factor. And I feel like there's a check engine light on the 15. They're obviously gonna, you know, check into that and fix that. On the 16, it definitely seems more ready to go. It seems the box doesn't have as many dings in it. It just seems like a cleaner truck. Guys, what should I do? The 15 or the 16? I think the asking price on this truck is $79,900. My budget is $75,000. This one's $79,900. This one is $87,900. That's my predicament that I'm in today. So 3 things that we're gonna need to do to these trucks that are not cheap. That one is gonna need a tarp either way, but we're gonna have to change the style of tarp. We're gonna have to put a liner in it, and we're gonna have to change out the axle to a steerable, or we just leave the axle right off of it. I gotta go negotiate, see what I can come up with. I wish this was a little bit more like Mexico, where you can barter a little bit more, and, you know, where they start at 87 and then you can work them down to like 75, you know. But unfortunately, it's kind of like the price is the price. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of negotiating. Gonna have to get my I don't know, we have to figure out something. Oh, there goes the ice out of the bed. Perfect. It's good I wasn't standing back here. Yeah, this bed does not have as many dings in as this one. Either way, I gotta have to make a decision, and I hate decisions like this. This one does have a wheel seal. That's bad. I got like 7 hours of driving ahead of me, and it's like noon, so I'm gonna have to roll. I gotta go negotiate a little bit, see what I can come up with on a price, and I think I found a truck. Like, the bed size is perfect. They're blue. I don't have to paint it. That all definitely seems to be fitting right into plan. The price is a little bit more than what I wanted to pay. I can do some tweaking. I'm just gonna have to not buy so much equipment this year or spend on other areas. So beds are coming down. I'll say this, Tom has been a great guy to deal with. Gets right back to me if I got questions. Also, their inventory is pretty insane. These are all internationals mostly, but if you're looking for a dump truck, they have probably 12 or 15 of them sitting right over here, and then they have another, I don't know how many, in the other lot. And there are some with smaller boxes. I know you guys don't all use the big boxes. These guys got different styles of tarps on them, but mostly all triaxles. And I think they're almost all 14, 15, or 16. There might be some 17s. At least I wasn't really looking at those because they're a little bit out of my price range, but they're clean trucks. You know, there's some of them might have, like, comparing the 15 and the 16, they're all different. They're just, it kind of depends what you're looking at. They have a lot of inventory, a lot of options. I was figuring on spending maybe an hour or two here, and I've ended up spending A little bit more than that. All right, guys, I'm gonna go see what I can work out. Hopefully we can work out a deal. Look at some of their inventory. And guys, that's not all. Then they have over here yet. And there's 4 big box dump trucks there, and then I think smaller box. But they got quite a few. It's pretty impressive for sure. Let me put it this way. They literally have dump trucks of every shape and size. The ones that you despise and the ones you idolize. Seriously. All right, I think I found the truck. I think we're gonna go with red this time. Good old R model Mac. I think it's a 237 horsepower. Look at that, even got the twin stick in there. This, my friends, is a solid truck. Who needs to worry about chrome anyway? We're going black. All right, I'm kidding. That's not the right one. They have these 7-axle tanker vacuum trucks, a lot of them. He's telling me they're a good price, and if I sell one or somebody calls and references me, he's gonna send me $1,000 check. So let's make him pay up. Somebody, come on. You know you want a 7-axle Peterbilt vac truck with big Cummins in it. All right, so these are the two, between these two. Stay tuned, guys, and I will let you know, hopefully in the next video, which one we go home with. As always, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Peace out.